Hey guys, and welcome to my new video. Ouch. Today I'm gonna talk about my bad trip experience with shrooms. Actually, I was filming a tattoo tour before, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm gonna talk about my bad trip because I wanted to share with you since a while. When this happened, I was 17. Now I'm 21. I will tell you everything I can remember. And if you have any more questions, you can comment down below. I'm really open with this topic. If you want other drug experience, let me know. So it all started when I had this friend group. I had my best friend there. I had this friend group. Some of them were also my friends, but most of them were his friends, and we knew each other, but we didn't really talk. At this time I was really shy and my mental health was shit. I had really bad social anxiety and stuff, so I didn't really open up to the other people except the ones I already knew or my best friend. We also took other psychedelics like acid 3 times, and all trips were super nice. Before I had the bad trip, I took shrooms once. It was really spontaneous and it was they were tripping and I didn't feel anything. No optics, nothing. They were like, why don't you feel anything? I was trying to feel something. I was like, no, I really don't feel anything. So I think some months later it was like, should we do shrooms again? There's a plug and da. I was like, okay, let's try, because the first time I didn't felt anything anyway, so why not trying it again, right? When he asked me, he didn't knew that there would be so many people there. I didn't knew, but I knew everyone. Not everyone was my friend, but I knew them, right? So we were there. There were I don't know, 5 to 10 people, right? And I think 3 or 4 of them were my friends. I knew everyone, but still. So we ate it. It was disgusting as fuck. And then we were just sitting there. This was the room. And for example, this is a couch, here is a couch, and here is a couch, right? I was sitting here. Here was the TV. And we ate it, and then I was just sitting there, and some of them were talking, some of them were just vibing, chilling, sitting, doing nothing. And then I started to feel something, but I had no optics the whole night. I was just sitting, and my mood wasn't good. My mood started to go down really slow. I didn't even realize that my mood was switching. It wasn't even my mood, it was how I see everything, how I feel, how I exist, everything, you know. And then I can't remember how it really turned to this vibe. Oh, and there was a guy. He was also a friend of my friend. I knew him, and he was always nice and stuff, but I felt a really weird vibe coming from him. I don't know why. After this experience I was like, why did I felt such a weird vibe from him, right? Because he's so nice, it doesn't make sense. I will tell you this side story after. I was completely feeling weird, and did you know how I felt? I felt like I didn't felt something was melting. I was feeling like smashed potato. And then I was there was the couch. I was sitting on the couch, and here was a thing to put your arm on, and I was like this, right? And I don't know, it felt like dying. I was in my head, I couldn't really think about anything. I just knew I have a bad trip, this trip isn't good, but I knew I was tripping. And then I was in my head, only one sentence over and over again. It was I wanna die, I wanna die, I wanna die, I wanna die. All the time, right? but just starting to kick in, and I felt like I want to die, I want to die, I want to die. Like, it's not I want to die, it was just the sentence in my head repeating all of the time. And like, first, like, I couldn't move, but I also didn't try. I was just chilling. I was just laying and waiting. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I knew I was tripping, but I was just sitting and I couldn't do anything about it. I was just sitting and waiting, right? And then I was looking to the window and stuff. I knew I bought a cigarette pack for the night. And I didn't smoke any cigarette. I couldn't move. I was like just laying, and then I start crying, right? And I couldn't stop. Like, it wasn't crying. I was just, just tears came out of my eyes. And like, I wasn't sad. I was just kind of numb, sitting, crying in my head. Then I was like, I don't know how it feels to die. If I would describe dying without knowing how dying feels, it felt like dying. I was like it really felt like dying. I was like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so fucked up. Like, in my head, repeated, I wanna die, I wanna die, I wanna die. At the same time, it felt like I'm dying. And I was crying, but I wasn't sad. And this was going for 1-2 hours, and people saw, like, the thing that really fucked me up was, like, there were so many people in this room, right? And like, no one was talking to me. Like, they saw that I was crying, but they didn't talk to me, and that was so fucking weird. Like, in the beginning, I was looking around for my best friend because he wasn't sitting next to me. Like, there was a guy sitting next to me that I was friends with at the time, but I don't know, I couldn't reach out to them as well. Like, it felt so weird. I was just in me, and I was so blocked to reach for help or stuff, you know. I was looking around, everyone was like doing their stuff as if I would be a ghost, right? As I would be not there, but I knew I was there. But like, that really tripped me, because it, like, no one was interacting with me, even though I was crying, you know. And then I was watching where my best friend is, and he was like, you know, I was watching I was sitting here, he was the other guy, he was another person, here was my best friend. I was looking at him, he was just sitting and staring, like staring to nothing. And then we were talking about it like days after, and he was like, yeah, I'm so sorry that I couldn't help you and stuff, but I also had didn't felt well in this, like, he also didn't had a good trip, like, he was also fighting with his own trip. And then I was crying for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours straight. With this thing in my head, I wanna die, I wanna die. Looked to the window, I couldn't move. Like, it was really so exhausting. I was like, I would rather die than taking it again. Or I would rather die to have this experience again. But at the same time, it felt like dying. And in my head was, I wanna die, I wanna die. It was so fucked up. How the fuck did my brain did that? So like, some hours passed, everything felt the same, and then I just, like, I couldn't move. I was just like this. Then I just stand up, went to the toilet, and looked in the mirror, and that didn't fuck me up. I was like, just fuck, like, really fuck. And I was looking in the mirror, and then I had my phone with me. I was like doing snap videos and stuff, just for me to at the other day to see what the fuck was happening. Maybe I have pictures. I will blend it in, I guess. So, and then I was on the toilet, and I was sitting again, and I started crying again, right? Same as before, as if it would be like a fucking time-lapse thing that repeats all the time. Again, 1 hour later, went to the toilet, and then I was sitting on the floor on the toilet. And then this guy came that I felt a weird vibe. And he was like, are you alright and stuff? And at this moment I was like, I really appreciate that like someone realized that I'm there, that I'm like not doing well. But I couldn't talk. I was just sitting there and ignored him. And then he was sitting like just next to me, like, and didn't say anything. Like I was like, oh, that's really nice, but at this moment I couldn't. Everything in me just blocked. Like I couldn't talk, I couldn't do nothing. That's really mean, but I just stand up, went to the room, sat again, and then everything repeats. And when I can't move. Then he came back again, and then like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours later, like some of them were already starting to sleep, like everyone was sleeping in that room, like, and I wasn't scared that anyone would do something to me, because like we were used to like sleeping in that room. It was like, I don't know. Anyways, the whole night no one was talking to me, and it fucked me so up. And like when I think about it, I'm like, damn, this bitch is L friends. Like most of them weren't even my friends, but like L people. Like more and more people were sleeping, and I was just sitting there, still crying. But like it wasn't that bad as before. Like I was just sitting, waiting. I was like literally just waiting till the trip is over, because I knew I'm just tripping. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, when I was having that bad trip, it was always in my mind. I was so scared that I will stay like this forever. And I was like, when I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel like this anymore, I'm never gonna complain about anything again. Well, it was nice while it lasted, but yeah, luckily I'm normal again. Like I was like exhausted days after, but not like this. It was horrible, but what should I do, right? I was sitting crying. Almost everyone was sleeping, and then there was this guy. He was like trying to get comfortable on the couch. Then he looked at me, and I was like just staring at him, like kind of mad that, like I was mad at everyone because they didn't talk to me except the other guy that I ignored, but I will tell you later. So he was sleeping and stuff, and then I was looking on my phone. It was 4 a.m. and I just stand up and walked home. I had to walk 15 minutes or 20. I just walked home. I was like, fuck, I don't have my keys with me. Ringing the door. Like, then I was in my bed. I was like, holy shit, that was fucking horrible. And yeah, so that was my bad trip. Since then, like when this was over, I was like, I would rather die than take it again. Never again, shrooms, never again. But now, 3 years later, 4 years, holy shit, right? 3 or 4 years later, like, I would take it, but not in this setting. I would take it with really my friends, close friends, and at daytime, in nature, but not in this fucking room at night with so many people. Like, kinda, it's my own fault. Like, did I regret it? I don't really regret it. I don't regret anything because I learned from that. And like every experience I earn, I'm grateful for that. Okay? But this guy that I felt a weird vibe from, like I didn't told anyone. I was feeling a weird vibe from him because I was like, why though? He was always nice. It was just in my head. But then I was talking to my best friend. Yeah, I was like feeling a weird vibe from him. He was like, me too, what the fuck? And then I realized, why though? He's always nice and stuff, and then nothing. I'm still friends with my best friend at the time, but like we're not best friends anymore, we're just friends, still talking sometimes. But like also this friend group, it doesn't even exist anymore, I guess, or it does, but I don't hang out with them anymore. And so years pass, And then this guy just texted me randomly out of nowhere. So my password was like a name with a animal name, right? He was just texting me, who's this animal name with this thing? Like my password, like not just my password, like my password have like more than just these letters. And he was like, who's that? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, just question mark. And then he was like, and then my password also have a number, right? And this number could be a date. And then he was like, who has birthday on the ta-ta-ta? And then I was like, that's fucking weird. Because like that date that he texted me, that's on my password. Like I have, I don't know, some days before a birthday. I was like, he has my birthday wrong. And then I realized, I was like, holy shit, that like he knew my password, but from where? Why does he even text me that? Like that's so weird. I was like, what the fuck? And then I don't know exactly what he was texting, and I was like kind of, what do you want from me? Like what now? Like saying, yeah, it's my passport, but why do you know it and what now? Like I changed it everywhere. I changed it already. Like the weird part is, like I changed it already when he texted me that. Like that's so weird. And I felt a weird vibe from him while tripping out of no reason, because he was always nice. You know, that's so fucking weird. Okay, if you're the guy that I just talked about, like I'm not mad at you, but it's just weird. And yeah, what do you think of this? Let me know. And if you also had a bad trip with shrooms, let me know in the comments, or tell your story. That would be pretty interesting if you want. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are planning to take it, don't be scared. Like I had the worst setting that I could ever have, so make sure you're with good friends, make sure you're at a nice place where you feel comfortable and everything will be fine. And also, if not, you won't die. So have a good night or day or trip. If you're watching this before trip, don't be scared, okay? So bye, see you next time, hopefully, if you subscribe. Okay, please.